Alrighty, so this is going to be like unedited footage, so judge me when it turns out horribly. I think I should be recording my voice and the game audio as well. You will see in a second. I have a lot of my audio is turned off, so if you notice like you're not hearing certain sounds that you usually would, that's why. It's class to listen to music and stuff as I play. So I'm just gonna try and go over everything that I do when playing usually, like all my what I'm looking at, what I'm thinking about. When I see stuff, I'll point it out and be like, this is what I'm thinking about. This is what I'm concerned about. Also you'll notice obviously I've got my scaling set really low, so text on screen is going to be a little bit smaller than perhaps what you're used to. So if you notice that, then yeah, that's why. You can find that option in your settings. I use 65%, but I'd recommend like 80% to start with. So playing on pillars. So personally, I really like to flip pillars. If you don't know how to do that, that's I think Control Shift Spacebar by default. I have it set to Caps Lock personally, just makes it easier. And you can also set it so it's instant. So there's no animation to flip. On this side of pillars, I really like to play the top of D here, on this little rock here, because it kind of gives you a view into E, a view into A, and you can also cover kind of D if you need to. You can rotate. It's just like a very versatile spot. The reason I flip pillars too is I find it's much more open from the top end. Like the actual center of the map and all the bottom of the map, it all becomes like much more easy to see, I find. It's just mostly a personal preference thing, but I would recommend trying it out someday. So we're loading in. Usually I communicate with teammates and I try and group up a little bit, but I think we're more or less roughly deployed in the similar areas. That's not a big deal. When you jump in, make sure you actually flip it over again, because the game auto flips back to normal. So that can be a bit disorientating, but be what it be. So we're just going to pull up to this rock here. We don't want to go dashing straight into trouble. I always set my heading. This is a cannon battleship I'm running. I probably should have said that. Cannon battleship, two scouts, alien scouts. So I'll leave their comms on so they can actually communicate alien tracks to people. And we'll set them to flank. You can flank for like a couple of minutes without actually worrying too much. With corvettes like this, might just send this one really high. No spotting. God. But yeah, so Acolyte is my cannon battleship that's already spotted. Gotta love it. Oh yeah, there we go. 2 tracks over there, so we'll probably see him too, yep. So I'm just gonna hop into cover here and get this flipped over and ready to go. So I find broadsiding works very well for spreading damage out across your ship, including its railguns. A lot of that's personal preference too. Some people really like to broadside like me, some like to just play it like bow tank. The more traditional way is to bow tank. You do have to be careful of people who come around the side of E. You do get people who go down along this flank here. I've played it a few times. It's quite a fun one. Generally either get fucked or fuck them. So, that's that. So, to see him spotting this at 10.5 kilometers probably means it's a battleship or a heavy cruiser, and he's going up here. He's going pretty slow. So, it says a battleship. As for these here, by their positioning, you'd think they'd be like light cruisers. I think there's 2 there that I saw. I don't know, railguns. Might be heavy cruisers then, possibly. There's a few options to what they could be. Might just fly this kind of overhead and see if I can get an eye down onto them. We obviously don't have any intel, which is a little bit of a shame, but it's not really a big deal. As you can tell, you've roughly worked out what these ships are. Yeah, they go battleship. 9.5 kilometers away. I might go up top and help old mate face that down. Means I might tank some rail fire, but I should be able to take that without an issue. Assuming nothing really stupid happens, which you do get sometimes. I might get this. That should auto-roll the ship. Set that to hold. Oh, I could just target this. Might do that. Whatever it is, probably like another battleship or a cruiser or something. I have a bullseye on this. You can see at the bottom there. Okay, this thing's rolling like a stooge. gonna take a few rails there. This can kind of just stop him. Don't want to get too close to that battleship, because it gets like, you know, 500 meters closer, it's gonna get spotted, which would be suboptimal. Might just flank this all the way around for the meme. Doesn't look like anyone's really doing much with it. So that's another battleship. Scorched ship's getting smacked. That's a cannon battleship. Fucking hell. They really brought the whole 9 fucking yards. Usually I don't have issues with my ship rotating like this. It's a bit odd. Not usually what I'd expect. Seeing as it's a rail battleship, I stay close to cover, just so I can duck back if I need to. There's not really many ways to take this. Oh right, but fucking set to hold. Yeah, that's an easy mistake to make if you set your weapons like that. I see that happen a lot, both to me and to other people. It's very frustrating too to happen. It looks like, this is if you click off your ships, it'll show you what all your allies are seeing, whether you've comms or not. So I can see that battleship looks like it's got jamming, so I'm actually hopping a couple of squalls up there. Just to, you know, to see if there's anything I can shoot at. Maybe I can get lucky. Get waypoint that. And we'll just chuck a couple up there. Not a crazy amount, just enough. Only a spoonful. Yeah, so everything things in my background too. So I've lost one gun plotting center, which at 8 kilometers shouldn't matter against a battleship. So I'm not going to bother repairing that just yet. I don't have many restores, so not really much of a rush. Looks like that jamming's been turned off, as far as I can see at least. Although, those look like they're tracking someone. So it looks like we're about to hit that small ship there, we'll at least see what it is. This guy doesn't seem to be enjoying my cannon fire, so that's good. I need to zoom out more and see what's going on. So they're down at B, we've got 3 points. Widowmaker's spotted, let's pull that back. Better be Kingdom there, spotting that. Actually I might just continue around, see if I can get behind this rock kind of thing. It's probably the faster way to get out of the line of fire. So I didn't see what that was. It was a heavy cruiser. Okay, that's troublesome. This is a lot of firepower up here. Might just go down here. Yeah, so I'm not going to be able to take that by myself. This is a lot more capital ships than you usually see run. It's how much I think should be run, but it's yeah, a lot. By all regards. So I'm just going to go down to this rock. I just want to kind of hop on that rock. We can maybe get some shots off into Kingdom there. We're covered from the rest. Oh, I might be able to shoot this. Especially as I come down. I might dive a little bit harder to hit that. Because that won't take many shots to kill. And with only 1 GPC down, I've still got 2 left. I should be able to hit it. Especially if he's not evading, which I doubt he is. Targeting spotters is always very important. So I think Widowmaker's spotting that a lot, which is funny. Let's bring that around. Probably an overcommitment of missiles. So she got some gunfire probably could do, but she's alright. Yeah, he's starting to move. Just realised the danger. We'll just head across to here. So we're just going to be aware there's those ships down there. Don't have eyes. I might just throw a missile at those. Hopefully that gets close enough I can just see visually what they are. That's funny. He's just said he's fired more missiles than he planned at it. It's especially funny considering I just said that he fired a lot. That looks like it's dead. Yeah, it's gassed out. It's just a waste of ammo now. Need to be making sure to check your tracks as often as possible. It's not a massive deal, but still, it is a factor. I do also have to be careful of these. Which don't currently... See, this is sometimes like you're up here and you know you can't retreat any further and you get further away. You can go up and away, but obviously that limits you. If you go down and away, You can sometimes find that'll give you a little bit extra range, which I think in this case should increase me by about another 2 kilometers or so. That said, I won't really need it at this rate. Let's see if we can throw some rounds at that. Oh, it's nice and exposed. Okay, so what's that? Hopefully it's just guns. Yeah, guns. Can I see its friend? What's that? Frigate with VLS 16, blankets, nothing crazy. Not being threatened. What's this? Guns, yeah. As long as there's no torpedo light cruisers or missile cruisers, I'm not really concerned. From here I can pretty much hold A and just dominate this area. There's very little they can do to me. So I just like scratch my paint. Under here I'm covered too. I'm covered from that battleship, so I won't get surprised by it. The ones from above might come down, but I don't think they're going to come for a little while. So, what's old mate firing? Oh, he's got a heavy cruiser laying down fire. What a Chad. I don't think he's going to do too much, but he might do something. Let's just throw 2 keystones max. Well, that's really like a massive overcommitment points. So yeah, that's like a big overcommitment for them. Like if I'd been up there, maybe I could justify it, but I've since moved on. I'm no longer contesting that. I'm down here like slaughtering their light cruisers. It's they're now terribly out of position because they're not even nearing cap points. It's not even like they're doing that. They're just sitting there and dying. So that's got a beam. I'll have to remember that. I'm a little bit concerned because I don't want to come out too far. Where are they? Because he's here. Oh, Cold Fuse is coming down. So yeah, he's heading down. I might just drop a warning mark just so my allies know. I think that's about there. We'll just mark down what that is. We've shot that up a bunch. So we're still holding 3 points to whatever. Those keystones are danger. I'm gonna pull back actually. I'm gonna head down to C. Should still have rocks around, but it just gets me away from those keystones. If they're beams, I could be in real trouble, and I didn't actually check earlier, which is a a bit of neglect on my part. So I'm going to just have eyes on that real soon. So I'm just going to stop firing at that. I've shot it up a fair amount. Might just sling 2 missiles at that. 2 missiles just give me an idea of how damaged it is and whatnot. And yeah. And if it stays still enough, I might actually get hits, which will be even funnier. So that did have missiles on it that rains. Or one of them did. I don't know how many, but how many are left and whatnot. But it did have some. So that is a concern. Yeah, nothing worth repairing here. What's Spitfire doing? I should probably take these off flank. So as you can see, these are like a little bit damaged, 70%. This could probably go another couple of minutes of flank speed if it needed to. I'll just put it on full for now. There's no reason not to. We might just bring this around here. So we're taking a little bit of damage. We'll repair that, simply because if someone tries to missile dump me, it would not be a fun time. So Cold Fuse will have eyes on me soon, so we're just going to head down Try and get underneath this. Just that should block him. He is, however, firing at that frigate instead of me, so I'm not going to complain. Oh, that's a beam at max range. That's annoying. 6195. We're not in a good position here. We're getting shot by 2 ships, and that beam, while not probably doing that much at this range, is still going to hurt. That's just bleeding gun plotting centers at this point. Yeah, I need to keep firing at that. It's not going to do shit. Just going to have to accept that. Maybe I'll just get some... Oh. Did I lose... Might cancel that, we'll see how that goes. Did I lose an antenna? Yeah, I did. Bad rock. And more beams. 2 minutes of beams be like... Is that gonna hit it? No, I'd laugh. Nah. That's a shame. That would have been really funny. Yeah, those aren't going to do much. I'm just going to keep diving. It's a pain in the ass, so I just turn the radar off. I don't really need that anymore. Keep firing. Oh, I can probably lock that keystone. Yeah, yes. There we go. Eat lead. That's what we like to see. Did that just kill that? Is that the ship above them going off? No, it's that ship going off. That's a meme. So I'm fairly happy with that. The other threat is these ones. How are we looking here? Someone's firing missiles. Okay, old mate. So I won't bother with the interrupt because I think they don't have any thing of concern. I don't think they've got many missiles at all, really. What's that axe for, like? Beam axes? Cannons and shit. We'll just focus fire these real quick, they could do some serious damage to M1A. If we can try and knock out those beams. Sound like I fired a volley, swap targets again. How are we doing here? So we're a bit beat up. I wouldn't confidently say I could take either of the remaining BBs by myself. I still have a fair bit of firepower if I can work with my allies. What's going on here? What's that? I might be able to get you around to cap something, maybe. It's further Axford. Solomon's behind that rock, so it's no big deal. And I'm covered from him, they're not for long if I keep going like that. Let's bring this across. This is probably a fine-ish angle for now to shoot at him. I kind of want to continue shooting at him, so I might just come across like this. That should keep my guns uncovered. Yeah, so I'm just going to focus fire that for now. It's pretty much the biggest threat that I can see. Oh, Kingdom's about to peek on me again. We're just going to swap over and target that, and I think I'm just going to try and hop onto the rock. Don't really want to try and brawl with him at the moment. If you see my able tab, it's just the omnidirectional. Don't have anything else, in case you were curious. Why can't I lock you? Bullseye is intact, got power. Not sure. I guess it's probably just rotating still. So we'll just give that a second to roll. There we go. Where's him? He's there. I'm just gonna slide under the rock away from him. That's a quality meme. I might stay on this angle, as nice as it would be to swap. Just simply so that when I come to fight him again, I can just swap easily. Yeah, I would like to swivel to face this guy, but honestly I don't think he's much of a threat at this point. One restore left, yeah. We can't take too much more damage. I could probably just dodge that all if I just all stopped earlier. He's going for A. Spitfire, you are... What do they have? E. You can go for E. Turn all that off. Widowmaker's just grooving. Chewing like a villain. Yeah, spotted anyway, it's alright. What's happening here? Still just focusing him. Yeah, he's gonna get wrapped back around behind that rock. That's up there. Maybe we might retarget onto old mate here and just drop down. I should be able to get a shot on him. And that'll keep us covered from cold fuse. So yeah, my allies are pretty messed up. Good old mate's cannon cruiser, I think that is. Cannon rail it was. Yeah. M1A. We're kind of in a big ball here, which is playing really well for we're getting our asses hounded here. We weren't quite expecting this many capitals. We're versing 2 battleships and a heavy cruiser, and then old mate's light cruiser that just got thrashed to pieces. I kind of want to shoot this guy a bit, but I'd rather focus on the battleship for now. Is he really going to move to just lump together with him? I think he is. Motherfucker. I think he's moving to sit with his friend on A. I might actually bring this in closer. If it would stop resetting my camera. Just so I can get some easy eyes on old mate on A. Come on. There we go. Watch these all hit the rock. Well, they aren't, just. Slinging some hate. I think these guys' keystones are pretty messed up. Yeah, quite a lot of times, so with any luck, I can probably check my radar back on actually. Not that I have any panels left. I don't know, if I see someone going for B, I'll probably engage him. But as is, I think this guy's just happy to sit out here. Looks like he's having trouble rolling to fire at me or something. He hasn't locked me at least. Could be an issue with his radar and stuff. Maybe I got lucky. Wouldn't that be nice? Doubt it, but maybe. Oh. Oh, please, tell me it was. No, it wasn't. Ah, it's probably one of those keystones. Just with the rough location, I was excited. Let's see, our 10's still alive. Where is our last restore? It's probably in the reinforced one somewhere. Magazine. Oh, there goes that again. Off it goes. Oh, of course I can't see him now. You need to haul your ass a little bit faster. So we are mostly intact still. Taking hits, but not quite dead yet. And we've reversed our course, we're now heading back under the rock. And my ship has rolled onto the worst angle possible. Why do you do this game? Why? It's oh yeah, let's show off our delicate belly. See, I just got my fucking gun killed. literally like getting someone freaking magazines down too. That one's empty. There's been a lot of shooting. But yeah, this is what I mean. Like getting someone directly above you is like the equivalent of crossing the T in Nebulous. Above or beneath you, on a battleship at least. Just that angle where they can shoot down the entire length of your hull. If they just hit you top from bottom, it just absolutely fucks you. It's just not even funny. What was that battleship? Did we just lose sight of it? No. Okay, I'm just blind. So yeah, we've been getting a bit fucked this game, in case you couldn't tell. It's perhaps not the ideal circumstances. But we'll just head up, we'll hug this rock. That should cover us from that other battleship, and we can just speed down this one for a bit. Is that heavy cruiser coming back as well? Motherfucker. It has, hasn't it? Did old mate cap A? Yeah, he did. Good lad. Might go cap A while we're at it. That'd be a meme. Best bit is I might actually pull it off too. Widowmaker's just chillooling currently. He's got good eyes and a bunch of shit. We'll just leave him. I think we're just going to try and play the rock, because we don't want that beam getting close to us, but obviously he's going to try and get close. But if we play the rock, then we might be able to just bait him around it kind of thing. Where did that fucking battleship go? There. Where is he going? He is on a quest. He's shooting me. Is the next question. If we go out like this, just dive down. They'll ignore a Corvette just flying through, won't they? Nothing to see here. Every man and his dog's shooting at me, I swear. Hopefully L1A's actually got radar left. No, I bloody don't. Radars. Ah, we need them. We will engage that ship though. Since we've got eyes. Kingdom's there, I might just duck around this rock and go up. I think. Depends where he's kind of going. Looks like he wants to come straight down onto us. This one I really wish I had missiles. Looks like, you know, he'd come around the corner and you just dump like 6 bajillion missiles into him. So we're close to winning on points. We haven't done it yet. If I can get up like this, I might be able to do some spicy stuff. Do I even have enough power for that? Wait, does it even work? No, it doesn't. I was like, oh, maybe I can comms jam him. But, yeah, nah. That ain't happening. Let's set our heading, get broadside going. Spitfire's gonna die. And I kind of forgot about it, so that's a small issue. But just get the orbit coming going, it should survive for long enough. Widowmaker's coming down. They've got D with a heavy cruiser, and they've got B, which I think they've got ships on as well from memory. B. Yeah, they do. Oh yeah, battleships on it. Is he staying still? It looks like he is. I hope he continues to stay still. Whatever we can see. So here we're just going to try and manually target that beam, because that's the real danger here. I don't think we're going to have much luck as you start to move. Probably realizing I'm going to try something exactly like that. So we can just kind of get that so it's intersecting with the ship. And then we can just kind of lead it a little bit. That looks like it sounds like a perfect volley. No. Oh, I was gonna shoot him then. Yeah, so I'm just gonna try and duke it out with him for a little bit. We'll adjust our heading. Try and get that flat broadside. Make it as unlikely as possible for him to actually hit something important. It's pretty much just guns, magazine, and CIC at this point. Nothing else matters. The engines can take the hits. 9 DC teams left. I don't know how I've still got defenders intact. It's probably a miracle in itself. Yeah, look at him. He's taking a few hits, but he's very, very, very far from dying. I like how he's spread across both sides too. It's kind of funny. Do I have any missiles left? No. Yeah, that was a difficult game. Yeah, it's just like really like tough fleets versus tough fleets. That's why I think capitals are so important in this game. Lamau must freaking just run out of ammo too. Perfect timing. So yeah, it was a good game. I'll let it go to the end screen before I end the video. Hopefully this actually saves and I haven't got enough on my hard drive and whatnot. But yeah, should be good. Sort of 20-minute game. Here we go. 44k damage received, so 3 dells. Not bad. Not great, but not bad. It's definitely alright. Mate's cruiser did pretty well, to be honest. Yeah. Abrams didn't get too much in this game. He didn't really have much to shoot at, but he did alright for himself and he stayed alive. That's what matters. And I'd say he did a lot of jamming, which probably also helped. Old mates. God, that one ship, 10,000 damage, just made up for the rest of his fleet. Yeah, I don't really see what happened to him. I think he was battling it out with those light cruisers across the way. So yeah, there's the heavy cruiser, did a bunch of damage. The light cruiser got savaged pretty hard. That's Yokomo, that's RIP. Yeah, this cold fuse did a lot of damage, didn't take much. Yeah, Kingdom took a bit of a beating, but again, he wasn't really that scratched by the end of it. Yeah. GG.